Hi gang, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be doing a new little series on a game I found called Shapez. It is available on Steam, unfortunately not for Mac, which I do use. So you can go on the website shapez.io. It takes you what used to be a demo version, but they seem to have taken that away up in the corner. So I don't know whether or not this is now the full version, but going in the settings we still can't get like a proper full screen mode. Don't have access to dark mode, but I quite like the light mode anyway. And yeah, they've just released a new update. I have done a little bit of playing, got to level 12 apparently. It's the furthest I've ever got. I just thought I'd get to grips with the basics before doing the recording. So we're just going to start a new game, just zoom out a little bit so we can see what's going on. So the idea is to unlock each level you have to create the shape that's shown in your hub. So this is like your main collection point that you need to get everything to. And we can zoom out a bit further. Now to start off with, it's really easy. It's just like the basic shapes, like circles and things. Yeah, we haven't unlocked the other progression slots at the moment, but it's nice just to sort of like have a look around and see what's going on. And you can see like how technical some shapes can be straight from the get-go, and then you got your colors and stuff as well. But to start off with, we just need to do some circles. So I think I'm just gonna pull them in from this one here. So we get some conveyor belts. I'll probably ignore this red, to be honest. I think if you hold shift, yeah, you can just do that, which is a lot easier. And then get some extractors, rotate them, stick one there, and then we just got to get 30 of them. But I do have a feeling that very soon, in either the next level, we're going to want some half circles. So we're going to, well, I suppose first of all, speed up this process. And then we should unlock the cutter, and we can just have one of these circle extractions dedicated to cutting these in half. There we go. Now I need to make left-hand side. Do that, and then that. Delete these because we don't need them. And we might as well leave both sides just going in for the moment. Yeah, so I think these are all shapes that if they kept entering at this speed throughout most of the game, we should be pretty good. It's just a bit slow waiting for it when there's nothing else to do. But there we go, we should get next level. No reward, but we will on the next one. So it says, do not destroy your existing factories. You'll need all of those shapes to unlock upgrades. That's what we've actually unlocked with level 2. So we go sharp grades. We can upgrade our different bits, so like our conveyor belts. So that's like the moving sections, the extraction, which is obviously taking the shapes out. And cutting, rotating, and stacking, and mixing and painting are a bit more complicated, but we'll get to that quick enough. But for now, so you upgrade the speed on each of them. I can make the conveyors go a bit faster, so we get upgrade. We do now need some bottom half circles and some squares though. Since the squares are going to be nice and easy, we will just pull them out of here. And I know I just read that it says not to destroy factories, but we're just going to destroy this later because it's going to be in the way when we're running proper factories from like elsewhere in the map. And that's actually our next level we need as well, the squares, so made sense to do that one. And if we go back to the upgrades, we need those ones. So I am wondering, with these coming sideways, I'm not sure if this is actually how these work. No, it still cuts left to right, so it always cuts down the middle. So I might make... Oh, sweet, level up. So that lets us split and join in different conveyors. And it's actually really handy, especially with this extraction speed as well. So we can do that, lose a conveyor. Oh, didn't mean to zoom out. That frees up that. And we can also lock them there. I suppose just delete 2 of them for now. And I think I'm going to put a cutter in that with one of them so it all comes out in the one line. Yeah, that'll be okay. We do need half squares though, I've just realised. So I suppose we can extract those from here quickly. We just do 2 of them, the same as what we did with the circles. Plonk a couple of those down. Then probably just merge them because our speeds aren't that great at the moment. Yeah, I'm just going to join these in here. It's a bit ugly, but it is what it is. So we need some of these as well, which are easy. So I guess we'll start. I did see some of them earlier. Start extracting some of them. There's some there. They're only any closer though. That one there, that's probably the closest. We'll just set 4 of them up there. Probably zoom out, see where we're going. Probably head in one of these. Stick that there. Oh, brilliant. Got the rotator so we can now do them bottom semicircles. Now, for now, we can stick another one of them there, and then we'll just get a conveyor, go down and go across using the WASD keys. Stick that in there. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. So that should take no time to get 500 of those. Then what I was going to do, I was going to put the rotator on these, weren't I? So we need a top semicircle and a bottom semicircle. We'll upgrade the extraction, so it's going to give us quarter circles. So quickly, I suppose we just plonk one of them there. Actually, what would make more sense would be to plonk one there, plonk one there, delete that, merge these. Yeah, and then that should be top and bottom semicircles both going in on one line, which is nice. And then what did we need? The quarter circles. Guess we can use one of these for that. So we'll need to put one of them there, one there, one there. And then if we merge that, that should give us a quarter, like each quarter, I believe. Oh yeah, I've got to merge that last one as well. However, these I've just realised are extracting quicker than what we're cutting. I completely forgot, because if you go conveyor belts 3 items a second, lamps are 6 items a second. Oh, if you hear this noise, that's just me pressing the wrong hotkey for the item bar. Yeah, so we basically, what we're doing here, we only need to do off one extractor. Already mass-wise, it gets quite complicated. And if you've seen some of my previous videos, you know mass isn't one of my strong points. Brilliant. Now unlock the tunnel, which just means we can keep things neat. So instead of having stuff going around stuff, we can now do a bit of that magic. Absolute magic, but we don't want that. We just want to keep that as conveyor belt. So we've upgraded that speed. Already making the correct shapes for pretty much everything now. I can't do colouring yet because I haven't unlocked it. So I think what we should maybe focus on is sorting this out, because this is very slow. Tell you what, I'll get rid of that because that's just doing just circles. And then we can stick a dedicated circle one just here for the moment. So we've constantly got a supply of them. Pretty much get rid of that conveyor. And then what can we do here? I suppose move these like that. Cutters on both of those. And then we want to rotate. What we've got to make, top right hand circles is what we're going to go for. So they need to be rotated once. And then they need to be rotated 3 times. Because we can only rotate one way at the moment until we unlock the counterclockwise rotator. Then out of this we should have all top half circles. Yeah, brilliant. Then each one of these needs to go for a cutter. If I do that and do that, do that and do that. Then here we put, no, it won't work. Alright, so we're going to have tunnels there. Figure out the output on these. Boom. Boom. Ah, no, because we need to rotate again, don't we? That's the one we want, so that should be the one we want. Yeah. So we need to rotate this just once. Hopefully I can fit a tunnel through here. Yeah, that's perfect. And we might as well copy that there just so we're looking at multiples of the same module. And then so everything that comes out here and here, it's the top right corner. But then we want this again. So we go cutter, cutter, rotator, rotator. Wicked. So then we can merge, merge. And actually I think we might merge again. And then we can just bring that straight back up there to that. And that should give us a nice supply of these top right ones that we need to get to level 6. While we're doing that, I noticed we've got a new upgrade. That's now purple, so we're just waiting on the paint and mixing. Oh, we need loads more of them as well, so that's handy that we've got loads of them. Yeah, so in the other save, I've got the little playthrough where I got to level 12, I think it was. That is the level before you unlock this thing called blueprints, and I think that's really when the potential of the game comes into fruition. So basically you can just copy and paste entire sections of things you've built, but it comes at a cost of a currency, which is a certain shape you have to make. So, oh, yeah, there we go, we got the painter, so we can start painting some stuff. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to get to that point, because then that'll be the bit that I haven't ever made before. So what was that? That was just our dedicated regular circle one. We could now just make a dedicated red circle one, I suppose. We then extract from here, put a tunnel under there, and if we have a look at the painter, so the colour comes in that way. But if I press T, I can swap it, and the colour comes in there, it gets painted, but it gets painted slower. If I was to put in another paint, where could we put one? I suppose just down here. I'm not worried about these first few factories being all that great, to be fair, so this is just stuff to get the ball rolling. We can always come back, delete this, make better versions of it when we actually have the capability of doing so. So we stick that down there. We need to delete a bit of that. Yeah, send a tunnel up that way. So that comes out there, that can go up there, and then that can go in there. Brilliant. And that's probably going to be our slowest upgrade. So I think pretty much from the get-go, your extraction's looking at 4 painters per 1 extractor until you get to later game, and I suppose then it just depends on which you're upgrading the quickest, sort of like mid-game wise. You do get to a point where you can do like chain extraction. You can have like 5 in a row coming out of one slot, and things just get a lot faster and stuff at the moment, especially because I decided to go like as close as I can to this little bad boy. It's going to be a bit messy around this mid-section, I think, at least for a couple of episodes, you know. We'll, like I say, scrap it, sort out better stuff. And the map is infinite as far as I'm aware. That's as far as you can zoom out. You can hold shift and then WASD as well. It's huge. So you can just imagine the stuff that you end up building. It's a bit ridiculous. But it does seem like a really fun game. And if you ever do get lost on a map, you can set waypoints and like markers that you can jump to. And I believe you can jump back to the hub just by doing that. Wish it didn't zoom you in when you did it, but you know, still a nice little feature. And I think that's probably getting towards the end of the episode. We'll just see what we've got unlocked here. So nice, upgrade that. Yeah, so we've got to do a bit more colouring. I believe mixing for that colour as well. Yeah, and then some colouring, mixing, and then stacking, they call it. And this is like the first tier of stackings where you just piece things together, but then eventually you lay stuff on top of each other. It does get really complicated. And I do just need to get this mix and paint thing off to a go, because that's something I always realised in my last playthrough that I slacked on, was the mixing and painting upgrades, and it ended up bottlenecking my progress. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button. Let me know what you thought about it. First time I tried doing a different game on the channel, so leave a comment down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It's going to really help. I'm really trying to have a push with this year and see where I can take the channel and how far I can take it and all that. So yeah, and if you really did like it, you know anyone that would enjoy this kind of content, then make sure you share it with them as well. But until then, I'll see you in the next one.